Corner for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I definitely think this is going to be a tight game, but it is a hotter day, so they have to make sure that, they have players coming off the bench that are able to continue that high level and compete. And we know Princeton has the depth. The Bulldogs and their past results seem to have it as well. So it's definitely going to be a game, I think, where we see a lot of numbers coming off the bench.
As a player, do you ever play as if you want to conserve some energy in the second half?
I think it's about being more smart, if anything. So maybe that long ball in that you're not going to catch, you don't chase. But you don't want to conserve anything because you just don't know if this play might be the last opportunity to get that shot, that cross, that chance. So it's more playing smart rather than saving yourself, I guess. It's a tough balance, though.
Madison Curry, the one sending it aside for Princeton. Yale will have a throw in front of the Princeton bench. Laureano. Breaking free, McCraven. And it'll be another corner for the Bulldogs.
And we've seen McCraven on that right side for the Bulldogs, able to get up as high as the end line there, creating the second corner for Yale. And she's definitely going to be a back that's going to get higher in the attack like we talked about earlier.
McCraven has started all 8 for the Bulldogs prior to today. Most Improved Player Award winner in 2018. Corner into the box. Grossi had a hand on it and then was fouled. Natalie Grossi, 29 career shutouts. That is tied for the most in Ivy League history.
And in a tight game, you really have to minimize set pieces, corner kicks, fouls, restarts, because every single set piece is dangerous when you have a game that's appearing as we look right now. I think it's going to be a very close down to the wire game. So you want to minimize those opportunities for teams to set up their offense and attack.
Creativity along that sideline, allowing Princeton to come away with it. Yale resetting their defense here. And this is a nice effort created on her own. A great effort sent aside. .50-50 play in the midfield. And Yale comes away with the whistle. They look to counter. This is Winkler giving chase into the corner, but she won't be able to keep it in. A little more than 10 minutes gone here in the opening half. Two shots recorded by Yale. They've also had 2 corner kicks. For the most part, Princeton has not really had a real opportunity on target.
Yeah, Yale has definitely controlled the majority of the attack here. Not saying that either team has real momentum just yet, but you see them getting higher up the field into their attacking third a lot more.
Here's a cross. Grossi pulls it away in front of the head of Grillo.
Perfectly timed saved by Grossi right there. I mean, honestly, a second later, and that could have been in the back of the net.
Ivy League opener for both sides. This is how it has worked out on the Ivy League schedule. These two teams open the Ivy League slate each of the last 4 years. And Princeton has dominated the season series under head coach Sean Driscoll. They're 3-0-1 in Ivy League openers and outscoring the Bulldogs 9-1 in those games. Tigers have won the last 2 meetings 2-0 and 3-0 respectively. It's a new day for Yale. Our head coach, Brendan Faraday.
And I definitely think this is a different Yale and a much different Princeton team that we're seeing. So this matchup this year, when you look at the players that have impacted the game either way in the past, you've got a new head coach in Faraday. You've got some new freshmen that are impacting on both sides. So this should be a very great matchup to see.
Craven playing it back. It's for keeper Fagel. Enriquez. Ponta and Enriquez handling the back line for Yale at the moment. You see they push all of their players forward into the forward half. Ponta taking some space. Eve Hewins. Good work from Givens. Tigers will have a throw here in the midfield. On the run, this is O'Brien chasing. And Fagel sends it away. A little bit of contact in the midfield as Yale looks to counter. There's Lydia Shaw on the far side for Yale. Taking on two and creating an opportunity. Princeton's center backs up to the task.
And Yale seems to be a step quicker right now. It seems like they're playing with a little more intensity than Princeton. And they're really setting the tempo of this game right now, whereas Princeton is kind of just sitting back and letting them dictate their possession and their movements.
A high ball toward the middle. Opportunity still here for Yale. The shot is off the bar. Center referee making the call that was not touched by the keeper, Grossi.
And last game in their win over William and Mary, we saw Sean Driscoll, head coach Sean Driscoll, play 18 different Tigers. And it was actually the reserves that came in and brought the energy and were able to lead them to get their game-winning goal. And I'm wondering this game, with the similar heat and similar tempo, if we're going to see some adjustments later on in this half.
Winkler. Eve Hewins. Well done defensively. O'Brien in the midfield. Applying pressure for Princeton. Well, more than 15 minutes gone here in this opening half. Able to keep it in play. That is Shaw. And she'll have a throw. Chavarin breaks free and scores. Sixth goal of the season for Ariel Chavarin, and the senior gives Yale the early lead.